Hey, welcome to my channel. This video is for the full moon reading in Capricorn this July 13th. This reading will be a pick a card tarot reading where we will receive a message from our familiar for this full moon. So some advice from our familiars. I love to ask our familiars for advice because they are very in tune with our energy and energy in general, and they provide really great assistance and guidance. If you're interested in working with your familiar or learning, discovering how to communicate and work with your familiar, I'd like to invite you to join my Facebook group, Living with Familiars, for a community of like-minded individuals and to share stories and to connect and learn about our familiars. So this full moon is in Capricorn. Full moons are always about releasing and celebrating and being grateful for what we have accomplished and releasing what we no longer feel is in alignment with us and our goals and our desires. And it's a great time to look back at the intentions that you set at the new moon 2 or so weeks ago and see what needs to be released in order for you to have that intention become a reality and manifest. Since this full moon is in Capricorn, it's important to look at the energy that Capricorn brings, and that can help us see what kind of things that this full moon can really help us with. Capricorn is very ambitious, so you can think of those big goals and big dreams. This full moon, it is a really good time to look back at the goals that you set in the beginning of the year. How are you? How have you been at achieving and working towards those goals? What have you accomplished, and what maybe can you amp up or release so that you can achieve those goals at the end of the year? You can also look at the intentions that you set and the goals that you set around Aries season or in the beginning of spring. That is kind of the astrological new year instead of the calendar new year, which is January. Capricorn is also all about discipline. So where in your life can you be more disciplined? Capricorn really likes to look at their reputation. So what is your reputation and what do you want your reputation to be? Capricorn focuses on achievements that you have made and achievements that you want to make, responsibilities that you have, responsibilities that you want to have, or responsibilities that you no longer want, that are no longer in alignment with you and the goals and the places that you want your life to go. Capricorn can also be about material gain. What do you physically want to have or manifest? A new home, a new job, more money. These are all things that Capricorn can help you with, and Capricorn energy is also about long-term goals. What do you really want in the long term? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like and feel like? This is a time where you can set goals around the progress or the achievements that you've made. If you haven't been seeing results and if you've been working at something for a long time, you can set goals around changing how you feel about that. Maybe you can think that you've been working towards something, a goal, for a few years, and you can think that this is hard and it's never going to happen. You can change your mindset and your beliefs to seeing this goal as the longer it takes, the bigger my results are. The longer it takes, the more I gain. The longer it takes, the better it is going to be. And you can also transform your beliefs into feeling that you have or are already accomplishing or receiving your desires, that you've already done the work and things are starting to turn around for you. You're starting to see your manifestations come to life. During this full moon, it is also a time to assess your progress. What adjustments can be made? What is working and what isn't working? What can you release that isn't working that will bring you closer to your goals in a quicker and faster way? It's also a time to reflect on your work-life balance. Capricorn can be very focused on achievements and career and work and kind of forget about other areas and other parts of your life. So look at how are you spending most of your time, and is that really what you want to be doing? Are there any changes to make? You can also reflect on your needs. Are you getting what you really need? This Capricorn full moon, it's a really powerful time to release or let go of people that no longer bring you joy, that are not in alignment with you or your goals or where you want to be in your life, where you want to be headed. And not just people, but your own thoughts and your own beliefs and your patterns and your habits. What is no longer in alignment with where you want to go and who you want to be and what kind of life you want. So I will be using the Dog and Cat Communication Tarot deck, which is a deck specifically designed for communicating with your familiar, with animals in general. If you're interested in purchasing your own copy of this deck, I'll leave the information below. But take a deep breath, get in a meditative state, and pick a number from 1 to 3. Or you can ask your familiar to choose the number 1, 2, or 3, and that will be your message. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and focus on our question. And today I will be asking our familiar, what do they want to achieve? What do they want to accomplish? What do they want to kind of get out of life? We can help them fulfill their life purpose, and I will also be asking them some advice for ourselves. So what do they want to achieve so we can help them, and how they can help us achieve what we want in our life purpose, how they are contributing to our life purpose, and how we can contribute to their life purpose, and what their purpose is, this may not be their big purpose, it could be a smaller goal in their life, but just something that they want to achieve, something they want to accomplish, something that they want to experience. So pick your number and I'll shuffle the cards. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Message from our familiar. What do they want to achieve? And how they're helping us with our life purpose. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Group 1, your cards are the 6 of Hearts and the Knight of Balls. Group 1, both of your cards, the 6 of Hearts and the Knight of Balls, are both about being mindful. So this is a message for both you and your familiar that being mindful and being present in the moment is something that both of you are working towards. And it's not uncommon that we may have a purpose or a goal, a life goal, that is very similar to our familiar. This could be why our familiar was drawn to us, or why we were drawn to our familiar, and why we came together in this life. So mindfulness is something that both of you really want to work towards, and it's a skill that you both want to perfect. The Knight of Balls is about being playful and just enjoying play, playing for no reason other than to have fun, to laugh, to experience joy, and to feel good, to not have a goal, to not try and do something for a bigger or larger outcome other than the fact of having fun and experiencing joy, play. It isn't that common for adults to play, to do something that brings joy. We usually lose the ability to do that, and it can be hard to get back into that, to really just let yourself loose, not worry about anything about how you look or how you feel or what others are thinking of you, to just be in the moment and just laugh a true, genuine laugh and just have fun, move your body, play, have fun. The Knight of Balls is about being playful and mindful at the same time. When we think of mindfulness, we often think of sitting still in a meditative state, relaxing your body and your muscles and releasing any thought. But you can also be mindful in play. And that's just really focusing on what you are doing, the activity that you're doing, not thinking of your to-do list or what you need to have for dinner or what you need to get at the grocery store or worrying about something that you said the other day. Just focusing on what you are doing, and that activity should be something that is fun. And usually when you are just letting loose and letting yourself play and have fun, you just naturally are more mindful and in the moment. And that's something that your familiar really wants you to work towards or try and accomplish, and they are helping you, assisting you in doing that. So maybe there's an activity that you and your familiar do together that just lets you play, lets you have fun. Maybe they make you laugh the way they act, and that's them just trying to get you in that playful, mindful state. The Six of Hearts is just more a meditative mindfulness, but it's being that way with your familiar. So the two of you doing it at the same time. Not thinking about the past or worrying about the future, just being here right now, focusing on what you are doing in the present and knowing that right here, right now, in this exact moment, you have everything you need. You are safe, you are comfortable, you are healthy, you have everything already right here, right now. Not worrying about if in a month from now you'll be able to pay rent, or not worrying about if in a month from now you'll get that job or you'll accomplish that goal, but right here, right now, that's all that matters. And not looking back in the past thinking, oh, I could have done this, I should have done that, I shouldn't have done that. But right here, right now, you are doing everything perfect, and you are perfect. And remembering that your familiar wants you to go throughout the day and every once in a while just really feel into the present, into the moment, that exact moment right now, and feeling your body, how you feel in that moment, and just being grateful for the things that you have in that moment. Our familiars and animals in general are really good at this. They stay in the present. They don't worry so much about the future or the past. They're not thinking a thousand things like we humans are. So our familiar is really helping us get into that, just being present in the moment. That's what they're assisting us with. And they themselves are working towards just being really present and mindful in play, in fun. I hope this message was helpful for you, Group 1, and you were able to bring some of that mindfulness and that play and being present in the moment into your daily life and the experiences and the activities that you do with your familiar. And just be aware when they are trying to get you in that state and remind you of that way of being. Your familiar really feels that the more that you are this way and experience this mindfulness, playfulness, being in the present, it is a stepping stone to something bigger, to one of the goals that you are working towards, and it will help you get there quicker and easier. And they will also really benefit from spending this quality time with you. So I hope that was helpful and you have a great full moon period, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Group 2, your cards are the Fool and the Eight of Paws. Group 2, you have the Fool and the Eight of Paws. The Fool is all about just fresh beginnings and being optimistic and excited and really looking forward to getting started on a new project or a new phase or something new, and just feeling all the good feelings and excitement around something that you've been looking forward to, something that you really want to do, and just feeling pumped up about it, feeling that anything is possible. And the Eight of Paws is about adventure and excitement. It's about a change and experiencing variety. So both these cards go really well together. And it's interesting because Group 1 had 2 cards that were really well together, and so do you. So as I was saying to Group 1, our purpose, or something, maybe not our big life purpose, but we have many purposes in life and are familiar as well. our purpose is really in alignment with our familiar, which is probably why they're our familiar. We are drawn to each other because we have the same goals, the same desires in life. And for you and your familiar, one of your goals and desires is just excitement and wonder and discovery and experiencing all these new things, whether that's new tastes, new smells, new sights, new sounds. Think about how your familiar views the world and their perspective. They use their nose and their ears a lot differently than we do, and for them, adventure is slightly different than what we would consider adventure, but it's still variety and experiencing something new, having new tastes and new experiences. So with the Fool, your familiar is really encouraging you to take that jump, take that leap into something unknown, into something different and exciting, something that you've been wanting to move towards, but you're maybe a little fearful or you're a little unsure because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what will happen. You want to do this, but you're a little unsure, a little fearful because you don't know the outcome, and your familiar is saying, it's okay. This is something that you want, and I'm here to support you. You have the support systems, you have security, and it's okay to take that jump, take that leap, and go for it. Go straight into it. Whatever it is, whether that's an experience that you want to have or something you want to learn or discover, a new job that you want to take that may feel risky, or starting your own business that feels risky, starting a family or buying a home, whatever it is that you are thinking about, but you're not sure if you will be able to handle it, or you're not sure how it will turn out. Your familiars letting you know to go for it because it's something that you desire, something that you will always kind of wonder throughout your life, if I had done this, what would have happened? And it's better to take those risks, take those leaps, take those jumps, and trust that you will figure it out and that you're worthy of going after your dreams and your desires. And the Eight of Paws is really about providing that variety for our animals, giving them different foods and different toys and keeping things exciting, letting them explore and discover new things. Just keeping the energy moving, not keeping it stagnant or still, switching things up, bringing fresh energy into kind of a stale area. So one of the purposes of your familiar may be to experience something new and experience many new things, whether that's experiencing a lot of different types of food, different tastes, or hearing different things, or smelling different things, or going to different parks, or meeting different people or different animals. Whatever fits into your lifestyle and your familiar's lifestyle, their personality, give them variety, give them something new and exciting, give them something to discover, give them adventure, and give yourself that as well. So this full moon, how can you really connect to that purpose that you feel you have, and your familiar's purpose of how can you help them or provide them with some adventure, some excitement, some variety, something new? And what do you need to release to be able to go after your dreams full force, to jump headfirst into something that you've been wanting to? What thoughts or feelings or patterns or habits can you release to make that easier for you to do? I hope this was helpful for you, group 2, and you have some insight into your familiar's purpose and your purpose, and how the two of you can work together to achieve that and accomplish that, and that you have a really great full moon period, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Group 3, your cards are the Hermit and the Queen of Hearts. Group 3, your cards, the Hermit and the Queen of Hearts, are both kind of opposite cards. So the Hermit is about turning inward and spending time alone. And the Queen of Hearts is about being around others and compassionately caring for others, being empathetic and being aware of the feelings of others and making sure others feel comfortable. With these cards, your familiar is letting you know that the two of you are a really great pair. You both really work well together in achieving your goals, your purpose. And one of your familiar's purpose is to help you turn inward, help you be a hermit, help you be alone and spend time by yourself, even though you're not fully by yourself because your familiar is there, but you're not with other people. You don't have chatter and noise, just being quiet and still. And your familiar can really help you do that. Your familiar can really help you just be with yourself and be really comfortable with yourself. Be isolated for a period of time. That doesn't mean for weeks or months on end to be isolated. It could just be for an afternoon or for a day. But giving yourself that time to be alone, just enjoy your own company. And you can do that by enjoying your familiar's company and just spending the time together with the two of you. Your familiar may also really like to spend time by themselves as well. They might like to turn inward and just kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of the household or the noise and the chatter and just go be alone. This might be a quality that your familiar has or something that your familiar wants to do more of. So just be mindful and think about if your familiar has this space in the home where they can go to be alone, where it's quiet and peaceful, where they can just nap, turn inward, get in a meditative state, and just enjoy their own company in the presence of themselves. And your familiar is suggesting that you join them in this state. Even though it's not completely alone, the two of you can be quiet together. The two of you can enjoy solitude together and just enjoy each other's company without having an activity, without needing to play fetch or play with their favorite toy or go for a walk or be somewhere, without needing to do something, to just be. Whether that's just reading a book with them on your lap or next to you, or listening to a song together, doing a quiet activity where they can just curl up next to you, or meditating together, being in stillness and quietness just for a few minutes a day. And your familiar is helping you do this because you are someone that is compassionate and cares about other people, and your familiar sees this in you. Your familiar sees that you have empathy, and it is really important to care for yourself before you care for other people, to make sure that you are whole and complete and you feel all the love, you give yourself all the love before you give that away to other people. And it's a really great quality to give others so much love and care for others so much and feel the pain of others and want to make that better. But you need to make sure that you are okay first. And when you spend time alone and when you turn inward, you are aware of what's going on inside of you, and you can give yourself that love, show yourself that love, so that you can give more love to others. You can help others more when you first help yourself. Your familiar is also saying with the card, the Queen of Hearts, that they feel your pain, they feel your sadness, they feel your anger, and they try to help you when you are feeling down, when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you have those emotions that are a lot or that you don't rather not feel or experience. They often help you and try to release those emotions, transform those emotions energetically so that you can feel better. And they feel that that is a purpose that they have, and they want you to let them do that because they enjoy doing that and they have given themselves enough love that they can help you out when you need it. And everyone needs that. That's one of the reasons we love animals so much, is that they naturally do this so well, and they can really energetically help us release what we no longer need, process the emotions and release the emotions instead of hanging on to them and having them cause us more pain or more suffering than they need to. So if you feel that you have some emotion that you've experienced that you want to release, they'll help you process that. It's important to feel the emotion and let yourself feel it instead of pushing it away or pushing it down, and then they'll help you release that. So I hope that was helpful for you, group 3, and you have a really great full moon period, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.